These old eyes of mine, they must be playing tricks. Are you Adam Graham?
The very same. And this is my old-time radio snack wagon.
Welcome to the Old-Time Radio Snack Wagon, where we serve up a bite-sized portion of old-time radio. And now, here's your Snack Wagon host, Adam Graham.
Today, we're serving up a bit of New Year's drama from the series Guest Star, which we've already played an episode of this season. This episode originally aired December 26, 1948, and the sketch is entitled Time is Sacred.
The United States Savings Bonds Division presents Guest Star. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jess Barker, your host for Guest Star, a transcribed feature program brought to you by this station and United States Savings Bonds as a public service. With it, we bring you this suggestion: that in the new year, you decide to make it a secure year through the regular purchase of United States Savings Bonds. Today's guest is the beautiful star of Culver Productions. She is starred in Time is Sacred, written for her appearance on this program by Gene McCurdy and Margaret McKay. Here she is, Joan Leslie.
New Year's Eve falls on a weekend, and so the old Treadway office building is deserted early, except for two people: Bill Cooper, a young insurance executive, and Louise Marston, a secretary in an office down the hall. Soon they'll be on their way, too, for now Bill is holding the door of the automatic elevator as he calls,
Going down?
Yes, thanks. Thank you for waiting.
Not at all. We seem to be the last people on the 12th floor.
Or on any floor, I suppose. Everybody's getting started early on the holiday.
Yeah, building's as lonesome as a ghost.
Well, no more work for 2 days. Thank heaven.
Hey, what gives?
Oh, what's the matter? Something wrong?
Power's off. We're stuck.
Power off? How can it be? There's an electric light.
Elevator motors are on a separate circuit, I suppose. Oh, it's probably nothing more than a fuse.
Fuse? Who takes care of such things when they blow out?
Usually it's Mike, the engineer. He won't be much help, I'm afraid. I saw him at noon. He'd started on his New Year's celebration even then.
Well, let's try shouting. Someone might hear.
It's a good idea. Let's yell together. It'll carry
All right.
further. Hey, is there anybody down
Help!
there?
Please,
Hey,
help
get us
us!
out of here.
We're stuck in the elevator! Oh, that's no use.
Yeah.
You don't think there's much chance for us to get out right away, do you?
Oh, of course there is. Someone's sure to notice the indicator on the first floor.
Which means that we aren't likely to be found until Monday morning.
Well, it could be that bad.
Well, it probably won't kill us, but it won't be very comfortable either, especially without water.
We better keep off that subject. Makes you thirsty just to talk about it.
Well, all right, if you insist on playing ostrich, you might stay in character long enough to supply us with a nice egg for breakfast.
You know, you're okay. Most girls would be hysterical about now instead of taking it in good humor.
Well, I'd say that good humor is essential. If we, who only had a nodding acquaintance up to now, are going to be kept here together for a whole weekend.
Oh, it's too bad you had to work late.
And there really wasn't any reason for it, except that I took 3 hours off yesterday and had to make up for it tonight on the time clock.
Are you kidding? A time clock in a little office like yours?
Silly, isn't it? To have one for just the two of us, the boss and myself. But we have one, and he checks and rechecks our time cards religiously.
How come you work for such a screwball?
Oh, he's all right, I guess. He just has a kink about time. Time is sacred, he says. I'm going to write Ripley about him someday. He's probably Father Time himself come back to Earth.
Oh, I'll bet he's the one who told me it takes 1 minute and 38 seconds to make the trip to the 12th floor.
It couldn't be anyone else. Mr. Elmo Middleton, certified public accountant.
Well, say, isn't there somebody outside the building who'll miss you and start looking for you? Boyfriend, maybe?
Oh, no, I'm new in the city. Haven't met many people up to now.
That makes us even on the date situation. I just had a fight with my girl. Well, we might as well have a date and celebrate our New Year's Eve right here.
I hope we like the floor show. What time is it?
About 11 o'clock. Hey, don't you think it's a little stuffy in here?
Yes. What can we do about it?
Oh, that's simple. I'll just break through that overhead skylight.
Oh.
Look out for falling glass. But it doesn't improve the view very much. All you can see is the top of the shaft and the cables. Cables?
What about the cables?
Oh, nothing. I just said there's nothing to see up there. Oh, don't you think we'd better try and get a little rest? We may be here a long time, you know. Hey, what are you standing up for? You're supposed to be sleeping.
I did sleep, Bill, for nearly an hour. Then the sound of those whistles and horns woke me up.
Oh, yeah. Not quite time yet. Somebody's watch must be fast.
Bill, I saw the cable.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hoped you wouldn't notice.
It's better I did, I think. How long have we got?
I don't know, Louise. It's a lot more frayed than when I looked before.
10 or 11 stories is a long drop.
Yeah. They were going to get new cables the first of the year.
The first of the year. Time for beginning anew. New accounts for Mr. Middleton. New cables. New resolutions. I wonder where we'll begin anew, Bill. In some other world, perhaps.
I hope when we get there they'll have a better language to help me tell you how much I love you, Louise. Oh, I know it startles you, but it's true. Just since we've been here together.
No, I'm not startled, Bill. You see, I love you, too. It's just that we had to find it out quicker than most people.
I'd have told you sooner, back when I thought we had a good chance to get out of this. Anyway, I'm glad we lived long enough for me to tell you.
Hush, dear. Let's not waste time feeling badly. It's been short and sweet. Bill, my knees are a little wobbly. I guess it's a normal reaction. You see, I never faced death before, and...
Here, sweet, sit on my coat. Say, look at my watch. It's midnight.
Oh, Happy New Year, darling.
Same to you, baby.
You know, I'm not afraid anymore. I don't think I ever was, really. Because you were here with me.
Well, I feel surprisingly good myself. No worries, just floating along through space, moving... Oh, hey, we are moving. The power's back on. We're on our way down.
Bill, what do we do? Can't you stop it? On the next floor, before that cable breaks.
That lever's jammed. I think we won't stop till we reach the bottom.
1 minute and 38 seconds. Oh, will it stand the strain, Bill?
It's got to. It's got to.
Oh, Bill, hold me. Hold me close. Are we all right?
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Huh. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Why, Miss Marston, what are you doing here at this hour?
Look, old Father Time himself.
Oh, Mr. Middleton, Happy New Year.
What's going on here?
We're not crazy, really, we're not. You've just saved our lives.
I just said, well, goodness gracious, how fortunate, but how?
You replaced the fuse, didn't you?
Yes, you see, when I came in, I noticed the indicator. I always look at indicators. And when it didn't move, after I'd pressed the button, went down to the basement and discovered the difficulty.
But what brought you back on New Year's Eve?
Miss Marston, I'm afraid you'll never learn the value of time. My fiscal year begins at 12:01 a.m., and I'm late now. Have some records to make.
That's amazing.
Amazing, not at all, young man. Time is sacred.
Oh, you've no idea how sacred. Come on, darling. Let's not waste another minute of it.
No, let's celebrate. Happy New Year, Mr. Middleton. Happy New Year, Bill, darling. Let's go out and wish everybody a Happy New Year.
And now a curtain speech from our guest, Joan Leslie.
It was great fun appearing on this holiday program for Savings Bonds. I do hope you enjoyed our little play. And I hope, too, that the new year will be a good one for every single one of you. You can help things along, you know, by planning ahead, by saving for those sudden emergencies which all of us encounter once in a while. And the best way to save is to invest regularly in United States savings bonds. They're a perfect combination of safety and profit, backed by your government. So this year, buy savings bonds and buy them regularly. I recommend them to you as an investment in your own future and in your own country. Goodbye, everybody.
You've been listening to Guest Star, a transcribed program for savings bonds, brought you at this time each week as a public service. Our special thanks to today's star, lovely Joan Leslie, who was supported in the play by Barton Yarborough, Norman Field, and Gene Barber. Direction was by Louis Graff. David Rose conducted the Savings Bonds Orchestra. Next week, we've another fine show and another fine star, so be sure to tune in. Meanwhile, this is Jess Barker saying goodbye with a reminder that automatic saving is sure saving. Buy savings bonds automatically through the payroll savings plan where you work, or if you're self-employed, through the bond-a-month plan where you bank.
Welcome back. A really fun episode and very dramatic. You've got romance and also a bit of suspense thrown in a relatively short piece. I like that the eccentric boss provided the way out. That was just such a nice little twist. Of course, the way he applied his motto, time is sacred, was way over the top. But actually, that was the theme of the story, and it suggests a different way of looking at New Year's. I think often we have the model of the New Year's resolution in mind, where we look at our lives and we look at ourselves and we take a look at those things that we're not happy about and we want to change about ourselves. And certainly being better with money and losing weight, all those are great if you can do them, which we usually don't. What the drama suggests is that New Year's is a time to focus on the big things that you want out of life. The career, the new business, the relationship, the book, the charitable effort, the education, what have you. And in this specific example, their relationship developed really quickly, but the story indicated that they already had kind of an initial attraction that predated getting in this elevator that they hadn't acted on or explored. But being in the elevator with that cable about to snap made them realize that time was sacred and limited, and this would be the only chance they had to really explore the potential they had as a couple. And what the sketch suggests is that New Year's is a time to consider what you really want out of life long term and what's important, and to really make solid moves towards that. Again, that's the implication of the story, and I think it's a really interesting twist on New Year's. Of course, in deciding what to do for yourselves, your mileage may vary. We will be back on New Year's Day with our special public domain record party. Until then, I hope you have a safe and happy New Year. It's time for me to close up the old snack wagon. But don't worry, we'll be back with another serving of old-time radio goodness before you know it. If you want to enjoy some of our longer-form podcasts, you can feast away at my website at greatdetectives.net. Your emails are also welcome at adam@snackwagon.net.
The Old Time Radio Snack Wagon comes to you from Boise, Idaho. Your host is Adam Graham. Sound production is by Rhines Media, LLC. You can listen to past episodes of the Old Time Radio Snack Wagon as well as connect on social media at our website at snackwagon.net. Email suggestions for episodes to adam@snackwagon.net. This has been the Old Time Radio Snack Wagon.
Until next time, goodbye.